good afternoon, everybody. Hope that you are all well. I've just jumped in early because the vote last night says that you wanted me to do the Daily Race C. So that's the one I'm going to give a go. We're in the G70 around here, around the Red Bull Ring. I am great at getting penalties. Here, I collect them like a stamp collector collects stamps. And I haven't set a time at the moment. I can see that Greg is top of the leaderboard at the moment of a friends list, so 137.3. I don't know if he has saved his replay, but I'm going to have a little look down here. Sammy Snake Racing, I know that Greg was chasing, but Tidgney is in there. I'm actually going to pick Tidgney for this one because I do normally follow him. I like his racing style, although I may well change to Sammy Snake at some point. So what we've got to do is get into this really, really quickly, and we've just got 8 minutes to A, get settled in, and B, to get a half decent lap time on the board. And we're not going to do that if our going to go off track and get a penalty. So obviously we're in a car that I like, but we're around a track that I am notoriously bad at. My SR ranking at the moment is woeful. I'm not going to open that up right now, but I am literally a few points away from dropping into the B rank, so that is going to be happening very, very, very soon. Ooh. I think that's a penalty bouncing across there. Let's just jump out of here. Yep, I don't think we're actually going to set a time here before the race starts. We could be starting at the back, but like I said, the DR is going to drop today, so we will be down to a B rank racer again after this. I've been holding on to my A for the last few weeks for the skin of my teeth, and the Dragon Travel Seaside last week completely killed what little DR that I had, and also my SR. And I haven't analysed a fast lap yet with the gears and turning points and stuff like that. I'm literally going to approach this one as I would any other race. Ooh, which is not good if I'm going to do that, because that's off again. Just jump out of here. Oh, are we going to set a time? I haven't done a lap yet. I've only got 6 minutes. It could well be an example of having to check one of the past racers' replays to see exactly where they're turning in, where they're braking, and the like. Right on the 100, turning over those black bits. See how Tidgney is bouncing over that curb. I did say I was going to buy a new Genesis last night for this race. I haven't done that, although it is bopped, so any mods I've done to the car, if there are any mods I've done, should all be null and voided now. Well, we've done those 2 corners without a penalty. Woo! Certainly not my usual way of entering races, just to dive straight in and see how we do. Normally I try and run a good 40 or 50 laps to try and get a decent lap time. With this one, as you can see, my record is 0. Haven't even done a lap yet. See how we do. So 138.3 is where we are at. I am predicting that in the A ranking we're going to be pretty much last on the grid, and then hopefully as we get a little bit quicker over the rest of this week, might be able to creep up the B leaderboard. So the first few races for me are likely to be atrocious. Oh, off again. Yeah, the first few races are likely to be atrocious, and then hopefully once we get settled in, they get a little bit better. What I want to try and do though is to not keep getting the penalties, and see if we can make up places with people getting penalties. No, that isn't an ideal way, and when we get into the A and the A pluses, they won't be getting penalties. Well, we're not going to go anywhere near A pluses, but you know what I mean. People of that calibre, they don't tend to get penalties. Let's serve this one. See how the penalties hurt around here. Literally already running away. Promise. To just under 3 minutes to run. Could I put bigger wheels on the car? Oh, I don't know. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know what wheels I've got on here actually. Mikey, that is something for me to have a look at. Because this one does tend to jump around an awful lot. That I will look for. Actually know which wheels it's supposed to have on it. We'll grab a new car and we'll go and have a look at some point. But for the moment, we are in the races, and we're going to have to run with this one. That said, I am used to the handling characteristics of this car, so maybe putting additional tyres, different wheels on is going to affect the car, and I'll have to learn how to drive it all over again. I just assumed with Bob all will be the same. Right, so a 138.3 is our best. Now I usually try and be sort of top 2,000 in the world. We're going to be nowhere near that. We're fourth. That's a surprise. Fourth in my friends list. 1,783rd. That has blown my mind. We've gone sub 2,000 without even trying. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, that I was not expecting at all. Yeah, was not expecting that at all. That's that has surprised me greatly. So now it's all going to be about not getting penalties and staying with the people in front. We'll see how we go. As I said, I'm going to be pretty quiet on the stream whilst I am racing. And, excuse me, I'm going to be pretty quiet on the stream while I'm racing. And I will catch up with you between races. There's not really anywhere to look at the chat. They're on the start finish straight. But very often you're thinking about the first corner and where you can do overtakes, etc. It's always a target. Next we'll be getting to the 37s exactly. I tried to go sub 2,000 in the world because then I know that I'm sort of where I'm roughly going to be. But yeah, a 137 is definitely where we need to be. We've got to lose an extra 0.3 of a second, which should be possible. Should be possible. But I like your thinking about the wheels. I do like your thinking about the wheels. And what wheels have I got on, and what will that do to my time? Certainly got me thinking now. Okay, so here we go. I will see you guys on the other side. If you haven't already, guys, by the way, please smack the like button for this video. It would really, really help me. Kevin, thank you, thank you, thank you. Greg as well. So, you think the bumper cam is more active for driving than the bonnet cam? But it's interesting because I get confused with the bonnet cam, bumper cam and roof cam. I prefer this one because I've got the mirror, although I'd love to be racing in the roof cam, which is the one where you can see the bonnet. But then I get paranoid about cars behind me, and yeah, I like to have the extra information that this view affords you, although you're a bit lower, which means the visibility is not quite so good. I totally agree, Mikey. As I said, I prefer having that mirror and knowing whether somebody is close, whether they're likely to dive bomb me or anything like that, and where they are. Just find it a little bit easier to watch than the radar. Went a little bit deep into there. I think the German was getting into the back of the Englishman in front, nearly rammed him off. Whoa, we got a death coming here. Whoa. A little bit slow out of there just while I was trying to avoid all of that. That is going to let RSCA through. Push. This little group, we're just falling back a little bit at the moment. If that's a penalty going out wide there. It is. Oh, 1 second. Penalties around here are harsh. Really, really, really harsh. That saved me no time at all, just stepping over that line there. Get a 1 second penalty is going to hurt. ASD is only 1.5 behind. ASD will be right behind me when we pay this penalty. And that's assuming that I do well through these series of corners that are coming up. It's also going to put me off the back of the battle in front. SD is not far enough back at the moment. Stay over to the right hand side, just see everyone get out of everybody's way. Ugh. Don't think he was very happy. It's daily races, my friend. You've got to get your elbows out. Anything to try and make up a pace. Well, we're 13th at the moment. I'm not quite sure where we started. I didn't even look where we started. This will drop me out of the A rank into the Bs. Don't go off, don't go off, don't go off. .4 to the guys in front, and they're pulling away, so unless there are some more big deaths ahead, I don't think we're going to make much more headway in this one. The two guys in front are working together, I think. Are only on lap number 5. I'm used to short laps, short races. Hello, Drac. He's in his van cheering. Don't cheer too loud, my friend. Come on. Car up front with a penalty, I think. It's a shame, that was a nice little battle that was forming up ahead. What? 2.22 RSCA at the moment. 139s at the moment on the board. 13th place at the moment. To retain our SA, to retain our DR, we really need to be in the top 6. So to make up 7 places from here, absolutely impossible. You can just see the track map at the moment. We are off the back of the trailing pack, and then there's a nice pack in the middle of cars that are unachievable from where I am at the moment. Whoa. Keep my eye on the racing, not the chat. Keep on pushing. When that's over the line, oh Greg, I'm chasing you now, mate. There's another one. I'm going to start racking them up now you've said that. It says you have 80% less penalties than I did at this point yesterday. Now I'm going to start counting them up. Well, the car in front, I think, it's got a penalty too. That's still 2.5 seconds down the road, those two guys. .5 to the guy in front behind, so no need for me to pull over. All I've got to do is just get the speed back up. Both those two guys in front have a penalty, I wonder. Ooh, game on. They're definitely working together. You can see the telltale brake dust flying off as they're bumping each other. .6 and they're still pulling away. Making a move. Look better already, tucked in. Afternoon, Trigger. Greg, have you saved your replay? Lap 8. Four laps to go. The guys in front are still fighting hard. Though they're fighting hard, they're not slowing each other down. They might actually be catching that little group in front. So whether that is going to continue, I don't know. No worries, Greg. If you do, you can save it. I'll chase you. At the moment, I'm chasing Tidgney. I know you mentioned about Snake. chasing Tidgley at the moment. Oh, too deep into that one while I'm talking. Come on, concentrate. Oh, yellow flag up. Got a car off the road to the left-hand side there. The two in front have just jumped in. Oh, her. I think he's on auto drive. Off. It was awfully awfully close all the way through there. I was too close. Hello, Dan. Oh, the car behind's just made a mistake. Thought that car was going to have me. If I'm honest, two cars in front going further away, and unless they get penalties, I can't see that we're going to catch them. So at the end of this, we are definitely going to be a B rank. We'll be saying goodbye to our A rank that we've had for the last few weeks. Held on to it by the skin of our teeth. .5 to the car behind. Now we've got to take our second penalty. That's going to mean I'm going to drop back from the cars in front. We've got a couple of cars approaching fast behind at the moment. Stay ahead of them, not throw it off the road. Oh, another half second. Oh, trigger, it definitely is sponsored by Papermate, pens everywhere. I think we're going to be dropping right the way back in a moment. Dropping right away to the back, I think now. Ooh, looks like something might have happened behind. I was expecting those guys to be right on my back bumper. The guy behind is. Could be off. That could be a penalty as well. It is. Absolutely no point fighting the guy behind. We'll let him go up the inside. And we'll tuck in behind. That's a swap of places. I've got a penalty, so there's absolutely no point me fighting him. I can use him as a ghost car. I can use him to pull me down here. Hanky will come through as well now. Whoa. I think he wanted that last place. Greg White, 100 board, turn 1 and 2, but turn 2, brake and then downshift, less aggressive from 5 to 4. Seems to stabilise more if you're aggressive, understeers a bit. So I think the 100 board is where I am. I think I'm braking at the 100 board. I thought I was braking at the 100 metre board. I might not be. I might not be. Should we bring up GT stats, .live? I won't pop it on the stream because it's not lining up properly for me at the moment. So I'll take that off of there. But let's just bring up me. So not updated yet. Dodge, good evening. Hi, just come across your channel. Looks fun. Where in the country are you? I'm in Dartford. I'm up in Northamptonshire, my friend. I am up in Northamptonshire. Right, where are we? Let's just have a little look. We are a B. We lost 1,825 DR in that race alone. 2,000 DR lost in that one race. And my B's gone down as well from the penalties, I guess. So the B ranking is absolutely tanking right now. Wow. I can't believe I've lost that much DR. I really can't believe it. Oh, man alive. See, the Tenza is also in here. It's quite a few Tenzas. Should we try the Tenza? Let's just see what this is like. Qualifying time trial. I'm going to pick up Tidgney again. He's sitting in 21st. We'll see how we go. I'm not sure about this. I'm interested in how this turns in. Oh, crikey, that's dodgy over there. Dodge is struggling with people knocking him about in this one. Daily B is quite good. The only trouble with Daily B is it's GR3, and for me, I'm a bit of a nightmare in GR3 cars. And it's quite tight and twisty and unforgiving, I found Daily B. He's right up on that curb through there. Not a bad little drive this Attenza actually. A little bit better than my G70 over the curbs. $100-meter board. Give it a second, get this rotated. Power. Oh, you can see Tidgley gets on the power so much earlier than me. Oh, 1 second penalty. Oh, these are massive around here. I feel as if the Genesis pulls off the corners better than this car. But we'll see how it goes. I'll do a race in this one and we'll just see how we go. Braking done before downshifting. It is one of my faults, is braking and downshifting at the same time. Always the way. There we go. We are a B. Oh, we're a BC. I've really got to do something with that SR because that is crazy bad. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. We definitely do not want to get that. So I think I might have to do some daily race A's a little bit later on just to bring the SR a little bit. Or at least stay off of the penalties. Not many S's in this. We've got BB, CS, BC, BC, BB, BB, CS. There's quite a few C's. Yes, put me in a dodgy lobby, this one. Hello, William. Okay, accelerate earlier in the Atenza. Okay. We'll see how we go. Anyway, we've said goodbye to the A ranking, so I don't need to worry about that now. That's gone. That is what it is. Let's try and keep this tidy. I might actually compromise speed for penalties here. Still quite a few G70s in here. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Just barge your way through, my friend. Come on. Prefer the Atenza, if I'm honest. I prefer the G70, if I'm honest. At the moment, it just feels a little bit more me. You know what I mean? No need to pull over. There's nobody behind. not actually sure where I'm getting some of these penalties from, if I'm perfectly honest. George, I was just thinking that. That's why I'm just happy just to stay here for the moment. I'm actually watching my distance to the cars behind. If I can get a little bit closer to the car in front, that may well put that one in a little bit more pressure to try and get the move done, and maybe that will encourage the takeout more. We'll see, but I've got to be very, very careful if I get too close, that we don't become a wreck on a wreck. Early days yet, long way to go. Farnell, good evening, or good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, I think, where you are. Unfortunately, I think that, oh no, I've got a half second as well. So I thought that the that penalty for the G70 up there was going to put me between these two, which is not really where I want to be right now. Genesis is catching two behind. Feeling the pressure from behind as well right now. Now we know that Rennis in front is happy to chuck it up the inside through some of these corners. So we can just watch for that. Is this the move? Just stay out of the way. Oh. Oh no. Belong into this one. You guys up front are miles away. Although Creedy Mac I've been up against before, he's a A rank racer, he's very, very, very quick. Don't know so much about Quell. Woo! Robson, good afternoon. Rita, good afternoon. Beady Bump, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 and thank you all for joining me. But I've got to concentrate on what we're doing, or we've gone a bit deep looking at the chat now. Come on. Need these guys behind to get some more penalties. But for me to keep it on the straight and narrow and going well. Don't quite know why the guy behind's indicators are on. Imagine that's on auto drive. Give me a bump. See, it's not fair that this game gives you a half-second penalty when you've been bumped into a corner. How hard would it be for them to code to say, oh, he got bumped, don't give a penalty? And not only is that now going to hurt the DR, also going to drop me right back behind the other people. Robson, yeah. Don't I? I need to get a 4-second one at some point. That's really sport, this one. We've worked so hard to get back up into third. I felt the nudge into the corner. I'm not going to say it was deliberate or anything. Just unfortunate. Penalties are horrible. Everybody's getting them. hopefully the more I do this, the less penalties I will get. Just exploring this car at the moment as well. You going? Oh, big hit. This guy is a right old dive bomber. Oh no, sorry mate, it was me. Be careful of the big punt in this one, as he's coming for me, I have no doubt. Unless I can put a car between us. Definitely got to get my SR up. Crikey. This is a right old rough and tumble. What a rough and tumble that was. Oh dear. Finished 8th. Oh my word. What a rough and tumble that was. Greg managed a P7 from P16. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. Oh, yeah, that was not a lot of fun, that one. Not a lot of fun at all. And yes. Yeah, they're all of it. It's a bit messy. I need to, you know, C's and B's with, you know, C's and B ranked. It's not a good place to be. Not a good place to be. And I do think that the actually gone backwards even further. Let's just have a little look. I'll tell you where we're at. 2,124 reduction today. I think I'm going to go with the G70. I do prefer that car. And just a little bit crazy. Dodge, so Vergic, Atenza and G70. The Atenza, it seemed easier through the corners, but the G70 just seemed to have a little bit more. For me, if I'm honest. Maybe it's because I'm just used to it. So I'm just going to go back to the G70 and see. I mean, yeah, I'm floating between the two at the moment. Robson GT, that is crazy. Not the cleanest, but it looked a little better than the Seaside races last week. Yeah, but you've got to bear in mind I'm down in the B's with dirty racers right now. People with very, very low SR ranks. And they're not all dirty, don't get me wrong. A lot of us have had our SRs wrecked from last week and this week. I think last week and this week was penalty hell as far as Gran Turismo is concerned, and as you all know, the penalties are my biggest bugbear in the game. I hate them with a passion, and do spoil some great races. A lot of people getting penalties is for, you know, just dipping a wheel over the line. All right, I know we shouldn't be dipping wheels over the line. I get that. I do get that, and I get that penalty limits are there for a reason. But most of us, again, these limits are not doing it to gain time. I'm ready to come. Ah. It's so close there. I really don't think that I made any time up through there. Still got the penalty. There's absolutely no point in trying. Whoa. Grandpa D, thanks for popping in. Hello and welcome. The Atenza felt a little bit understeery. I'm glad you said that. I did feel that it just lacked a little je ne sais quoi. I do not know quite what. But it did feel as if it just lacked a little something. Speed bump, good evening. Your issues, you cannot qualify high enough. You qualify at the front, stuck in the middle. I know how you're feeling, my friend. I am often in that situation, especially when we're up in the A-rank lobbies. That is the problem, is, you know, in the Bs, I can qualify at the front and run away. And as soon as I get into the A-rank lobbies, I'm not fast enough. And then you're in a situation where you're starting at the back or in the middle of the pack with all of the fun. Let's call it fun, because it is a game. Oh, this is more than a game for me, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you get caught up in the middle and you've got one eye up front and one eye behind, and it's so much easier when you are at the front. But then again, we're still in a situation in Gran Turismo where it's all about that DR, and people will do whatever they can to get by you to improve their DR. If that means bumping you out the way, they'll do that. Brake balance to the rear to help with the understeer. I'm okay with this one. The brake balance to the rear on the Atenza. That is a good tip. Thank you for that, Dan. That is a good tip. Rachel, I'm definitely exercising my brain. I don't know about the rest of me, but my brain is getting some exercise. 1 minute 27. Won't get round. Yeah, this seems a little bit more me, this car, but I've got to watch these curbs. As you can see there, Tidney bouncing across the track. Why is it that you always get a decent lap when you're never going to finish it? This game really knows how to push my buttons. I think that could have been a good lap there. I think that could have been a good lap. I was robbed. Robbed, I tell you, robbed. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Good luck. Let's have a clean race. It's not going to be. You know it's not going to be. Jacoby, good afternoon. Win inbound. I don't think so. Oh, these are as bumpy as you like. Bumpy as you like. We've got BC, BC, BB, 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 BC, Look, there's one S ranked racer in there, Matt. He's the only S in the whole of this lobby. And with these penalties, I'm now down to a C. I need to put some I seriously need to put some time in on the on Daily Race A and get that back, I think, a little bit. We've lost 2,124 DR today. I've got an hour of my break remaining, so we can get another one, or I might do one and then do some Daily Race A's just to bring that up. I won't stream those because it will be boring, because I'll just be running at the back to stay out of trouble. Oh yeah, this is proving to be a tough area at the moment. It really is. So we're starting second, and yeah, interesting. We know the guy in front is prepared to do whatever to stay in front or get in front. Soprano, I'm not quite sure. SCH is good. No problems there. Let's just see what we can do. So we'll try and close up on turn one. I'll follow him down here and then see if he gets a penalty and then get him on the penalty line. That's no penalty. Might just have to try and stay with him. Do it the hard way. Put that corner up better than me. Did he go out a bit wide there, or was he okay? He was trying to keep a front wheel in there. He's done it. A long way to go, so I'm just gonna ride with him. Just try and stay with him in this one. Don't really want to get into a tangle. And we'll have a go towards the end of the race if there's an opportunity that presents itself. For the moment, work with him and build the gap. It's only 1.7 to the guys behind, not a lot. Hi Jack, I hear you. Yeah, for the moment, what I want to do is I just wanted to just run with him. We can build the gap to the cars behind so that we can secure either first or second. And then towards the end of the race, we'll start to pressure harder to see if we can get a mistake. But for the moment, I'm more happy just to run with him. I don't particularly want to overtake, if I'm honest. I'm playing the long game. It's a long, long race, this one. And he's going to see with these corners that I'm not dive bombing. I'm not trying to put it down the outside. I'm not moving the car around in the braking zone to try and take his eye. We're literally just running the lines. Hopefully, he's reading this one and realising that we're just running together, the pair of us. It's just a case of how long you can soak up the pressure for. It also means then I haven't got to risk the penalties. Where are we? 3.8 cars behind. Yes, a win is always nice, but to be quite honest, the second will be, I'll be over the moon with a second. I'm not racing you, my friend. Come on, just stay together. Didn't have to go defensive then. Guess what I need to do is I need to come out of the last corner quickly behind him and then be able to get a bump draft, and then he might realise that, okay, this guy wants to work with me, not race. Oh, bumper off. It's going to be a 1 second, I think. It's a half. The one thing I don't want to be doing. Was sloppy on my part. Still ahead from the pack, but he's going to change quite a bit at the end of this one. Slipstream, and then we've got to build again to close up on the second half of this race. Go very quiet, concentrate. Hear Rita right now. Shut up and race, Mitch. Private joke. Fine. Beating the cars behind. Come on. Went wide through there, and if it was too wide, we took a wide line through there. 1.1. Need to get a slipstream. plenty of laps in this one to go. Oh no. Too wide there. Not exactly making this easy on myself, as usual. Dirty tyres now. To fly. Got a load of time in that one. Another one. Always a difficult position when you're in here because I've got to overdrive the car to catch the guy in front. All he's got to do is drive perfect laps. Drive perfect laps, he's got this one. Me, I've got to drive this faster and faster and faster to try and close that gap up. Risk everything. Really can just relax now. I've really thrown this away, which is annoying. Being even more careful on track limits at the moment now. Don't want to get any more. Three laps to close up 4 seconds. As I said, not going to happen if my front just runs his normal race. He's got all the time in the world just to keep it within the boundaries of the track, not get the track limits. But I'll be well happy with second. Assuming we can keep second, there's nothing guaranteed in sim racing. Managing the time nicely. Oh, that's off. It's going to be another half. There's too many penalties in this one. Again. Be good to close up on Rentis a little bit, but what he's got to do is just do what he's doing, or she. All they've got to do is just keep doing what they're doing, and the race is theirs. Whether they're going to know that I've got a penalty. It's going to go back out to over 4 seconds now. Just got to watch the cars behind. Make sure we're bringing this home in second. There we go, that's the 4 seconds I knew was coming. Oh. That's no points for fastest lap in this one, Dodge. It's kudos, but not a lot more. And it's just a reminder, when you get the fastest lap like that, you should have been the winner. And that fastest lap came when I was not in slip as well. Even more disappointing. Bring this home in second. We tried, we pushed, we got 1 or 2 penalties too many. That's what hurt us here. Don't get another one. Oh crikey, come on. And a 1 second on the line. I don't know what I got the 1 second for. Oh my word. These are hard, these daily races. Very hard. Just reset my TV so it doesn't turn off. Oh. Relax for the moment. Well, we need to step it up a little bit. I think we need to get into a we need to get our SR up. bit alarmed to be sitting there with a C. A B is bad enough, but to get a C, that is alarming. I really don't want that going any further back if I can help it at all. So 2124, we're now 1722. So the DR has improved. And thankfully my SR has improved as well. So even though we got a few penalties there, although we did get a few penalties in that one, they've not hurt us too badly, which is good. I don't know, where are we with regards to the DR and the SR? Let me just bring this up for you. So we're at the top of the B, and we're now into a B sportsmanship rating, but just at the bottom. So we've still got to do quite a lot of work to improve on that at the moment. So we'll go for another one. I'm going to stay in the Genesis. I do think I prefer the Genesis, to be honest. And we should get just enough time to do one more, and then I will need to call it a day. I'm going to hope to come back and do some more tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. I have to think what day it was. If work permits. So I'm starting an hour early, starting work an hour early, and then I'm taking my lunch breaks. So it's giving me a 2-hour window to do these races. And obviously, if work is busy, I need to prioritise that, and I won't be able to do it. We will have to see how things go. At the moment, it's all quiet, which is good. But you're using the rev counter for the pens. Oh, I never thought about that. I always use the dials. That's a very, very good tip. So Dan just says there, Mitchell, I use the same view as you and use the rev bar as a gauge for the width to try and deal with the penalties. Coming into here, what we're going to do is we're going to get this rotated and keep... That didn't work. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. To use the rev bar to watch for the penalties. Gotcha. Because that will keep you well in the track, won't it? So there. Because what I normally do is I normally use the gauges. So the fuel gauge and the turbo gauge. Let's just try using that and see what we can do. Obviously in the race. Lots of good tips coming out on this one. If you haven't already, guys, please smack the like button for this video. It will really help me. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing and smack that bell button for notifications of when I go live. I'm trying to do an hour or two during the day, and then I've got another one, and then trying to do well, I do my normal lobby racing in the evening. I'm actually fine. I'm going to work on that, Dan. At the moment, I'm focusing too much on the rev bar and not where the actual car's going. So I'm bouncing across the curb because I'm not actually watching where I'm going. I'm watching the rev bar. So, but it's a very, very good tip, and I will look at that. But just for the minute, I need to just go back to basics. also knowing where to, which corners the wear bar, the rev counter needs to be and where. Running the rev counter actually down the middle of the curve works quite nicely, actually. You've got that vertical white line. That is potentially going to at least keep me the right side of the line. It might cost me a tenth or two through the corners, but it's going to save me seconds. White. Just off the back of Tidgney at the moment because I'm watching this rev counter. Oh, I'm watching the rev counter. I'm watching the rev counter too much now. Dan, what have you done to me? What have you done to me? Oh my word, what have you done? I know exactly what you're saying though. Come through here. Keep the white line down the rev counter. And Premston, thank you for subscribing. Lots of people subscribing today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you that are subscribing to support the channel. Only an average sim racing guy, trying my best. There's a lot of much quicker, faster people that you can watch. But just in the mix, trying to do what we can do. So, okay, we're pretty much all B's here. We got a new group of people here. New group of people, I think. So, let's see how we go. So this is going to be the last one of this session. I'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight for the TCSRL XCC race. It is a multi-class race and I'm going to be in the GR4s around Interlagos. Not a track that I am overly comfortable with. It's a points paying race, and after that, once that's finished, around about 9:30ish, I would guess, we will be heading into the lobby races, which I have announced both in the video that's scheduled and also in the PSR Discord. But for now, I am going to go very, very, very quiet. I'm actually going to push the chat away, so I can't even be tempted to look at it. I apologise. I am going to really go for this one. Starting third. I do not want to get penalties. Let's see. Good luck, everybody. Why am I saying that? It's not a lobby. This is a daily race. Come on. Come on. bit of slip from the guys in front. Sorry for being quiet. 6, 12. Go off, don't go off, don't go off. Woo! Went a little bit deep there. I thought the Rucan was coming up a bit fast behind me there, just looking at the mirror. So I thought I'd brake a little bit later, go a little bit deeper. Looks like he might have outbraked himself, so I don't know whether that has just saved me or whether I encouraged him to brake late. I'm not sure. Any which way. It's bought me just a tiny little bit of time, but there's some quick guys behind that are going quite quickly. What I need to do is catch up to Pat in the front somehow and see if we can work together. .8 seconds ahead. Not sure where Willie is, but Willie set the fastest lap. Oh, too deep. Fourth he is in. He's flying. Back in the 139s. Oh, I've done a 139.000. That's satisfying. Ugh. Taking a few tenths out the car in front. Not enough. 2.4 seconds down the road. What I really need is a fastest lap for that guy to see and go, whoa, that Mitchell Morgan's flying. I need to put my boot down. 1:38.6 is quick. Not sure that I am that quick, if I'm honest. Almost came to a stop on that corner. A few more tenths, a few more tenths, a few more tenths. Gotta keep plugging away. Keep it clean. Think about what Dan said about that radar. Not the radar, the rev counter. Half using that tip at the moment. I'm not focusing on it massively because I need to keep my eye on what I'm doing, braking points, turning points and stuff, but I'm using it a little bit. Double dip that one. 1.9 now to the car in front. Oh, we got the fastest lap. I don't think we'll keep it. Guy in front must be seeing that now and thinking, well, Morgan's on a charge. Shut up, Morgan, and race. You need to put it over the line then. To go after this one. Yes, I did have to do that on my fingers. Concentrating too much for mental arithmetic. Can't believe I just admitted to that on the channel, but never mind. Go off, don't go off. Use that rev counter. Right through there, that's lost me a barrel load of time. Very close to a limit that was. if I did have a track limit there. Here's the pressure starting to show. 3 seconds to Willie behind. Bearing in mind, Willie did have the fastest lap at one point in this race. So Willie is flying. He's only 3 seconds behind. We've really got to get on with this. Come on, Pat, let's go. Wait, that car's moving around. I think it's on a controller. Going well though. Regardless of what she's on. Just got to get onto power a little bit earlier, and a little bit earlier, and a little bit earlier. Big 0.8 to Willie behind now. We're both pushing track limits now. He is going to have slipstream. I think I might have put a wheel over the line there. Didn't, that was close. He knows I'm going to park it on that corner next time. Oh. First mistake. Yeah, it's got our second penalty. Whoa. Let's just stay with him. Let's not get in front. Let's just stay behind. Play the sensible game. You don't need to overtake. Just got to keep it clean through here. He might even be off again. Oh, I've been pushed. That's not fair. Oh, come on. Oh, people have to win at all costs. People just have to win at all costs. There we go. We got second. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that, in fact. Annoyed about the push at the end. And of course I had to back out because I was being pushed and went wide. I was going to be into a penalty and then he just pushed it up the inside. So I think there could be a little bit of a... Oh, he's left the room already. Didn't quite manage to get that out there. Oh, what a shame! What a shame! What a shame for that push. Oh my gosh! Who's it? Puppet's toe. Where do you do the ones where? Of course, it could be a different name in here. Yeah, unfortunately, may well be. Oh, Andy, YGT is VO. That's why it's broken. He's still getting rating on both. Exactly. He needs to check his ethics. I wouldn't bother communicating with these people. Water off a duck's back, says Will and Wolf. Exactly. Just, it was a shame. You know, push the pass and all that. The thing is, though, is when they get into the A and the A+, they will not get away with push to pass. That will be frowned upon. And the next time they'll be watching and he'll just be punted off and sent to the Shadow Realm. So, you know, it doesn't bother me per se. It's all just part of the daily races. And it just makes me try that little bit harder. Where did that leave us with regards to the DR, etc. at the end of that one? Let me just bring that